Welcome to part 21 of Metal Arms, Glitch in the System. The finale, I think it's going to be the finale unless this single level takes me 20 minutes. Oh, fuck! If this single level takes me 20 minutes, then it's not going to be the finale. But the goal here, the idea, the plan, is that it is the final episode. Why? Because there's only 2 levels left. This one and the final boss. And after doing a little bit of research, turns out the final boss is actually a boss. It's not some puzzle thing where you have to pretend to like die, or you have to like throw grenades into his mouth. No. It's like an actual boss where you shoot him until he's dead. Basically, it doesn't require any problem solving. Now, why am I shooting all of these things, basically wasting ammo, though occasionally getting a little bit of ammo back? It's because I have to find a bunch of chips. What will those chips allow me to do? Well, it's simple. I can use them to hack into that giant dude, and I can use his giantness to turn off some computer. I don't know. I thought that we would have gotten some briefing from General, what was his name? Agent Shush or whatever, but I guess we're not going to be doing that. Unfortunately, we got a ton of shields. That's not the best visual representation I could think of for a shield, don't you think? That doesn't really look like a shield pickup. It looks like a bomb of some kind. But anyway, like an EMP, which you actually do have in this game, but I highly doubt that my EMPs are going to work against this dude. He seems a little bit too large for that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just running around at the speed of sound with places to go, following my rainbow. But yeah, I'm shooting stuff, basically, in order to try and find those damn chips. And when I've found them all, I'm just going to go ahead in the middle, and I think, is that all you have to do for this level? Seriously. Because it took Ross, you know, the dude who made the walkthrough, it took him like almost 10 minutes to beat this level. Actually, that's not true. It took him less than that, but then there's like a cutscene which lasts a little while, so it might seem like it's longer. That's always a little bit annoying when it comes to these kind of games. Like, how long is it actually? Because you'll see the timestamp on the video, but in reality it's much shorter than that because it's just a cutscene. Like, for example, the final boss is only like 5 minutes. It's like ridiculously short, you know, relative to the average level length in this game. But, oh, for fuck's sake, now I'm gonna have to do the whole well, actually, no, I'm not gonna have to do the whole process all over again, because I know... Now I know where some of the hidden chips are. They're in none of these. These are all a complete waste of time. Go all the way over here. Start from here. This is where we're gonna... There you go. There's one of them. I told you. So now we know beforehand which ones to even spend our ammo on. Even though we do get a bit of ammo back, as you can see. I just got a couple shots back, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we're just gonna keep running through now. Now that we know. Also, you can probably see that platform. That's actually a way for you to get up to... Can I see it? I can't reach it, though. You can actually get up there somehow. And then you can go and talk to the shopkeeper dudes. Like, you can get yourself some more items and shit. There you go. There's another one. Another chip. And with enough of them, we might eventually find Dale. Is that even still a thing? Is Chip and Dale actually still a show or a comic, or does it even exist? Or is it one of those things that's just kind of dead? Like, just gone? I don't know. How about that DuckTales remake that came out almost a decade ago? Was it any good? Well, actually, I should not know, because I played it on my laptop. That was an absolute pile of dick, and it ran like shit, but which surprised me because the game doesn't look that demanding. But yeah, and I played it a lot, and well, it was fine, I guess. It ran at like 2 FPS, but still. Oh, there you go. That's how we get up here. So basically, yeah, this is the... is this the control panel, control area? No, I don't think so. Okay, what am I doing? I just have to go back down and find the appropriate amount of chips. Alright, so just keep shooting. Now we know where 2 of them are. Actually, I should definitely use this shield. Anytime I see one of these shields drop, I should use it, because, you know, it's kind of useful. Oh shit, I fell down. Because it protects you from this dude. And also, these things are great because they make you go a lot faster. So we're just gonna... That's it. That's this whole level, basically. Shoot these things. Don't get killed by the guy who's walking around. And that is essentially the core of this stage. I wonder how this was conceptualized. Just like, yes, we want a final level. Well... Yeah, because this is the final level, really. There's a little more to the game, but this is like the final stage, if that makes sense. After that, it's just a boss. And it's very common in these kind of games to have, like, the final level, but then, like, the real final level, if that makes sense. But this is the actual final stage that you would do. Everything else is just, you know, it's the boss and then the final cutscene or whatever. You know what really fucking confuses me? When some games consider a cutscene to be a stage. Some games genuinely do that. Like, I'm gonna reference it one more time, see if you can guess what it's gonna be. Rune for PS2, like the PS2 version. It saves right after the first cutscene, and it treats it like it's been a stage. You know, it's just kind of weird. I mean, I'm glad it does that in case your PlayStation 2 crashes, I guess. You know, can I just say how bizarre I find the concept of game crashes on a console? Because in my head, right, maybe it's just from how I grew up with, you know, PC versus console in my part of the world, but I always imagined that, see, with computers, things were always a little bit wonky because they weren't actually meant to play video games or whatever. That's just kind of my understanding of it as a kid. Whereas with consoles, they're game consoles. That's all they do. That's actually not true. Nowadays do a whole lot more than just play games, but generally that's like the whole point. It's like you buy it for the games. Of course, some just buy it for the Netflix or whatever, I don't know. But still, and so for fuck's sake. And so the very concept of the fact that a console can crash just doesn't make sense to me. Like an emulator emulating the console, sure. A computer running a video game, sure, that can happen too. Even if it's a really good PC, even a, you know, one that meets the recommended requirements, even then, okay, fine, I kind of understand it. But a console crashing, it's like, what? How? You failed at life at that point. How do you crash as a game console while playing a game, you know? It's like, if you tried running fucking Windows on a PS3, sure, I kind of get that, but no, the fact that you can have a game crash on, like, an actual system, like, even if it's made specifically for the game, it doesn't make sense to me. How does that happen? And it does happen, and I'm fucking dead again. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to when I'm done with this section, because I've been fucking going for 7 minutes now. And after several minutes of scouring that fucking area down there, I finally have enough chips. Let's go. Come on, let me control it. Yes, and now I get to play as that big douchebag who's been killing me all this time. You have no idea how many fucking times I died. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta use him.
All units, this is Dr. Vegetable. I command you to destroy General Corrosive. He is under droid control. Obliterate the traitor. That is an order.
Yeah, basically now the tables have turned. They're trying to kill you, and you have to... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? There's a timer? Yeah, basically you have to survive long enough for that computer to become active, so you can then, well, obviously, you know, shut down whatever it is you're trying to... I have no idea what this fucking story is about, but basically, now I'm playing as Godzilla King Kong Man, and I have to just keep walking around and mashing the firing button. That's literally it. I don't know if there's anything else to this gameplay other than just... Because, like, look, you can't access this yet. As you can see, computer not active. You have to wait until it is active. I'm assuming that means I gotta wait fucking... Jesus, 10 minutes. 10 fucking minutes. You know who I am? No, okay. Basically, in 2012 or so, Green Day had to do a show, and they only gave him like 1 minute to play, and he was annoyed by that, so he was like 1 minute, and he pointed out the fact that it's minutes instead of minute, because it's just assumed it's going to be more than one when it was just one, and it was funny that he got really annoyed, and then he went to rehab or something. I don't fucking know. I don't really care. You know, it's surprising how much I don't actually listen to real music, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really listen to a lot of bands. I have like this, like, if I generally will not do that, except sometimes I do, if that makes sense. Whenever I get into a lot of racing games that have licensed music, then I'll get into those bands, because duh, they're like actual bands that have their music licensed to be used in the game. But for the most part, I just listen to random video game music. Actually, I don't listen to music at all, come to think of it, like outside of having to edit it and or make it myself. You know, it's because I believe in practicality, I guess, and in supporting a different experience. So, like, let's say if I have to, like, if I know I have to make a piece of music that's gonna be in the background of a game or something, then fuck yeah. But just making it on its own, I don't really do that too much. I don't know. Anyway, what else are we doing here? You have any idea how much I just want to because I don't seem to be taking much damage at all. Why do I feel like I could hit the speed up button on the emulator and have the game go by significantly faster and get away with that without getting killed? It sounds like a risk. It really isn't a great idea because it'll basically cut my reaction time in half and might genuinely give these guys a chance to take care of me. But at the same time, well, look, I'm not really doing anything special. I'm just holding down the A and the S key on my keyboard while mashing control. I highly doubt it'll make a difference if I'm doing that at half speed, because as far as the game is concerned, I'll be going half as fast, because the game will be going twice as fast if I hit F4 right now. But I really want to do that just to... Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So now we're going super fast in real time. This isn't via editing. This is actually the emulator running the game much faster. Not as fast as it possibly could be, because from what I've noticed, every emulator seems to have like an internal limit, regardless of what kind of CPU you have. Like, I'm sure my CPU, even if it weren't recording, it can go even faster. But I can guarantee you, if I were to... In fact, let's do it right now. I'm going to pull up Task Manager. Yeah, my CPU is only at 30%. Where's the other 70? The game should be going way faster right now. You know, so that's how I know, okay, this is clearly not actually using all of my CPU right now. So anyway, what else do I talk about? Sonic Frontiers? Yeah, sure. I really respect the choices that they made with this. I know by this point it's old news. Like, by the time you're seeing this video, that game is almost 3 years old. But screw it. I mean, I want to talk about it. But anyway, I think what they've done is really cool. It's the kind of shit that I would have never expected to see from a mainline Sonic game, right? From something real, like actually from the series. Not because of fan games. There's a million of those kind of fan games released almost a decade before Frontiers even came out. This was a very common design trope for Sonic fan creations, but the real deal? Damn! It's really cool. Now, of course, the game is... It's the kind of thing that begs for mouse and keyboard input, so obviously I'm... Oh, wait, shit, fuck, sorry. Okay, the game is now actually,
The Master Mill console to receive, so I can transmit the shutdown code to it.
Okay, cool, I get to actually do something finally. There you go. Press...
Transmitting now. It's working. Mission accomplished.
Well, we did it? We did it, right? Now what? Do I just kill the... What the fuck do I do now? Okay, we won. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Again, that awful, fucking terrible Metallica and Squeeze Beast collaboration. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that, man? That was truly the band at their lowest. We did it. Anyway, oh yeah, we did it. Now what? Do I just... destroy this thing right here? It looks like something you'd want to destroy. It looks like it contains some kind of explosive. No. Maybe I have to... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Of course, exit the fucking... Dumbass. Dumb brain.
You're welcome. All systems alert. Warning. Have a nice day.
You have destroyed my right hand. I can no longer pleasure myself. How fucking dare you? This is the final battle. Anyway, and fun fact, this is actually a boss fight. It's not like a puzzle that you... What am I doing? I'm... And he can't hit me here. Oh my god, did I cheese it? Did I find the cheese? The cheese, Grommet! We have found the cheese! I can just sit here and cheese it. I can shoot him, and he can't hit me. Ha! Oh, wait, no. My reticle isn't lighting up. I bet it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count unless I hit his body, right? Yeah, I knew it. Okay. I can't... We haven't found the cheese, Grommet. You know what's funny, actually? That I genuinely have watched Wallace and Gromit before it became like an internet thing, even though like it was never like an internet series. What I mean is, you know, memes. But basically, when I was in school, I used to go to the secondary school called Britannica. That's still a thing that exists for English, and they would have us watch Wallace and Gromit sometimes, and that's where I know it from. You know, and it's pretty fun. Clearly, you can tell by my fantastic diction that those 6 years I spent there definitely paid off. Oh man. Anyway, but what was I talking about? The Sonic Frontiers was pretty cool. Although I'm totally just gonna keep playing the cyberspace levels now. I'm gonna try playing them in different ways. No boost, wit boost. I really don't like how they nerfed the air boost though. It really pisses me off that I know that Forces didn't get the best reviews, but it really annoys me that they took a bunch of steps backwards from that game, actually, in terms of the way Sonic plays. What do I mean by that? Not the structure, although that's more of a personal thing. It's more so the, what would you call it? Okay, basically, so, in most of the modern, starting with Unleashed onwards, when you jump while boosting, you slow down a little bit, but you get to keep boosting. And they kept it that way pretty much throughout the whole series until they restarted everything with Forces. And in that game, when Sonic jumps while boosting, he has a different jumping animation. And he enters like this jump, air boost, air dash type state. And it's really cool. It's really fluid, really fast. But for whatever reason, in Frontiers, they completely got rid of it. Now when you jump while boosting, that's it. I mean, you just jump and you lose the boost. You can't boost anymore. You have to do a separate air boost. It seems that they're treating the boost in Frontiers more as if it were some kind of... more as if it were the sprint, actually. The run from Sonic Lost World. That's kind of how it feels a little more. It's to the point where if you hold down the boost button while you're standing still, he doesn't boost at all. He just sits there in anticipation, and then he eventually starts moving when you hit the control stick, right? And I imagine they made a lot of these changes for the sake of the open world gameplay to make it feel better and smoother and tighter. And yes, the game is tight as shit when you're playing, when you're in the open world areas, absolutely. But I do think the linear gameplay suffered just a tad. It's a little awkward. It took me a very long time to adjust. Although, you know what I'm happy about? They finally brought back the goddamn Lightspeed Dash. But, like, for real. They actually brought it back as an ability that Sonic has. It's not like, oh, the Grain Wisp can do it. Oh, the Lightning Wisp in Forces can do it. No. It's an actual ability that he has now, just at any time you see a thing of rings and you hit it, you know? Just like how it's always supposed to be. Why did... Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm dead again, aren't I? And I'm assuming his health bar reset. Now, fortunately, he has a visible health bar that I can see very clearly with my 2 eyes. And I know exactly how much damage I'm doing. Psych, I don't. Fortunately, I do actually know that this is how you beat him. How do I know? Because I looked it up. But wow, I really would have fucking killed the developers to add a little health bar. Games have been doing that shit since the Super Nintendo, since even the NES. Like, is it that hard to program a line that becomes smaller? Okay, maybe, for all I know, it actually is ridiculously difficult. Seriously, you don't fucking know, because programming is one of those weird things where something that, like, seems complicated might actually be simple, but because of just the exploits of the engine, and something that seems simple might actually be ridiculously complicated. So for all I know, maybe programming a health bar for a enemy character rather than your main character is truly an impossibility in this game engine. Who knows? Maybe they could only do it for, for glitch, and just barely. For all I know, that fucking modern vintage gamer could do an impossible port video on this game, even though it's not even a port, talking about how impossible it was to make the health bar. Okay, bro, how many fucking game ports have to be impossible for the... I know, it gets views. I get it. But still, it is kind of frustrating, because it's, like, impossible, but it's... But it happened. It's not impossible, clearly. I know, that's how media works. You hyperbolize. Also, I have no fucking idea what to do at this point. Like, I know how to kill him, you shoot him, but it's like I don't have any good ammo. Other than the Ripper, but how did they get away with that, by the way? Because at this time, the Ripper was genuinely called like an Unreal Tournament, you know? I think it was... No. They changed it to the Razor Jack. I think it was called the Ripper in Unreal, but then they changed it to the Razor Jack? No, it's the other way around. No, it was the Razor Jack at first, then they changed it to the Ripper. So, yo, Epic, you're gonna sue? Oh, I don't think they fucking care. And this was 2003, too. This was like the same year. No, this was a year after Unreal Tournament 2003, which actually came out in 2002, if you're not aware. Okay, this fight is really fucking tedious. I might just end up doing a fade when I'm done with it, because you're not gonna miss anything. There's literally nothing more to it. Well, actually, no. He eventually loses his legs, which is kind of neat, you know? In fact, you can actually start to see it right now. His whole body is breaking apart, you know? Look, his whole entirety of his left arm is missing at this point, right? Or is it... No, it's his right arm. It's just... It looks like my left, but it's his right arm. And, soon I imagine his other arm will fall off, and then his torso and everything, and... Oh, wait, hold on. Is he... Okay, he's just throwing out more, dude. Not his torso, but his legs are gonna completely fall off, and basically you just have to make sure you don't get crushed by... Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna jump to when he's, like, almost dead. I think I just took him down. I just threw one of my last grenades, and, is that it? Is he genuinely dead? Oh, wow, he just disappeared.
Kiss you, but I don't swing that way. You, Glitch, are a bona fide hero. Having destroyed the mills and saved Iron Star, you've earned the eternal gratitude of droids everywhere.
You're everybody but me.
Anyway, great job, Glitch. Congratulations.
I'm not through with you yet, Glitch.
Metal Arms was a challenging game, not just in the sense that I had a hard time on multiple occasions, but in having to ultimately assess its quality. On one hand, the production value is commendable, the writing and acting is remarkable, and the variety of gameplay is, for the most part, well done. However, as this playthrough unapologetically revealed, there were more than a few moments when I truly contemplated whether or not I should even follow through with it, because the scenarios this game would present sometimes went way over my threshold of tolerance. The challenge would sometimes come in the form of weighing the odds, rather than actually being the better player, or at least that's how it feels in the moment. I know, I should probably just get good, but it's games like these that make me question if spending the time to do that is even worth anything. As a video game for the PlayStation 2, also on competing systems, Metal Arms is very solid, but as an experience that I spent a week documenting, it was quite inconsistent. I'd say check it out if you've got the patience. That's gonna do it for my longest BK play as of late, and I'll see you again real soon.